Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my commentary and reviews. This time I'm covering Don Brothers, Episode 1, Don 1, Avataro. And remember, if you do enjoy what you see, please remember to like and subscribe. Maybe even leave a comment. It just means a lot on a small channel like this. Now let's get into the episode. The episode opens 21 years ago with the jogger witnessing a tear in the sky, depositing a peach-shaped carrier into the water, and when he investigates, there's a baby inside. Jumping to present day, we see Haruka accepting a manga award for her story, First Love Hero. That evening, she's heading home by taxi when her driver turns into a monster attacking her. But she's saved by a motorcyclist in a blue silk suit, who kicks it into the path of a car. As he approaches the monster, he transforms into an armoured figure, beating the monster and cutting it into two, before powering down and putting a flower in her pocket before leaving. Next day at school, her class is celebrating Haruka's award until Yoppie brings it to a close with his nails on the chalkboard. But before things escalate, Haruka's boyfriend is by her side and Yoppie leaves. Outside, he starts hammering a nail into a ping pong bat as a monstrous force appears above him. In a cafe, Haruka is on her phone when a strange app opens up and she's hit by a pair of yellow glasses, which reveals strange looking people when she wears them. Outside, the glasses reveal far more, from structures in the sky to more strange looking people. As she tries to avoid one such person, she goes through a door, emerging somewhere completely different, where the strange looking people start chasing her. Escaping, she steps on a button which launches her onto a roof, and just as more of the creatures appear, a Don Blaster appears in front of her, transforming her into Oni Sister. Amazed by her own ability, she starts to leave over a virtual bridge, almost falling when the Anoni smash it. Leaping to safety, she powers down as she drops her Don Blaster, dislodging the gear. Elsewhere, a young man is delivering a package to a grumpy guy, resorting to forcing him to sign, and saying they've formed a bond together as the man throws the study guide at him, telling him to leave. But in a flash, the delivery guy has cleaned the home and given the man a drive to study, as he leaves saying he also brings good fortune. Later, Haruka is at her publisher's as she finds her story has been cancelled and recalled, as even at school she's shunned as a plagiarist. She tries to throw the yellow glasses away, but they fly onto her face, knocking her through a door, where she encounters a man in a cage. Back at school, Yoppie starts challenging people with his nail-studded bat, before beating another person in the canteen. Back at the cage, the man tells Haruka she has been chosen to fight alongside 4 others, but first she must find Momoi Taro, a person who can never lie and will show her the way, before she finds herself back in the normal world, bumping into the delivery guy who turns out to be Momoi Taro, as she starts to follow him. Elsewhere, Yoppie is calling himself the strongest as he rips up a sign, and Haruka finds herself transported in front of him, and a load of Anoni appear as Yoppie becomes a monster. As Haruka tries to reason with him, the blue-suited motorcyclist appears as she drops to her knees, calling him Momoi Taro and begging him to help Yoppie. But he knocks her aside, and transforming, he destroys the monster Yoppie in a single hit, telling Haruka he's been eliminated. In her anger, Haruka starts to attack him, but is held back by Anoni, as a guy appears with pink glasses as she swears fealty to him as the man transforms to Kiji brother. The Anoni attack as the pair struggle to hold them back, until a yo is heard and a Red Ranger on a motorbike is carried towards them, as Haruka says that can't be Taro. As the new Ranger rides in before challenging the armoured Blue Ranger, he beats him back before the man in blue turns a man on the ground into another monster before leaving. Putting a Zenkaija gear into his Don Blaster, the Red Ranger changes to Zenkaija and blasts all the Anoni before changing back and traps the monster in a multi-hit combo before finishing him with a decisive peach slice. As alarms sound, and as the world turns digital, the monster grows giant. As the Red Ranger jumps onto his bike, he speeds past Zenkaija Black, who uses the Duranger gear, and Duran appears and merges with the motorbike, forming Don Zenkai-O, launching a flying kick at the monster before they battle it out with swords, as the monster manipulates the digital world, pinning the Don Zenkai-O, but it easily breaks out, before using Don Zenkai Clash, destroying the monster for good, as Zenkaija Black receives the number 43 gear and the person is returned unharmed. As Haruka questions the other two rangers if she is supposed to fight with them, they disappear. Later, Haruka is walking her bike as she's talking to herself, as an old guy says he's Momoitaru, but she says it's not him as she sighs, and the episode ends. Okay, I like this show. It's definitely one of the more wacky, zany, out there series. I do want to say first, like the glasses they wear, the coloured glasses, I love the fact that they seem to be referencing the John Carpenter movie, Them. Because their coloured glasses reveal the Anoni, the non-humans, that are seemingly everywhere. Not to mention all whatever they are, CG buildings and structures and bridges and whatever else everywhere. And spring buttons that will launch you on top of a building. And of course, in the movie Them, it's these weird skull-faced aliens that no one sees unless they're wearing sunglasses. So I love being able to go, ooh, actually, because when I last watched Don Brothers, I was like, yeah, okay, that's good. And then of course, a while later, I watched Them, and it's only watching Don Brothers again. I'm like, hold on a minute, this is just like that. So yeah, I like that. We get 5 rangers in this episode, kind of. One of them is a recolor of the previous season's Zenkaija. So instead of his multicolored stripes, he's now black and white, which is kind of strange. And to my knowledge, we never get an explanation for that, ever. We do see the identity of Kiji Brother, who I might also add, the very first CGI Ranger, towering over everyone with those skinny legs and massive feet. He stands out. And obviously we'll get another CGI Ranger with the dog at some point. I think a few episodes in. But, I love it. It's something different. It's something new, which this show did really well. We do get Don Momotaro, who I have to say, this guy makes the absolute best entrance. The first time you see him, he's on a motorcycle that's on a platter being carried by a bunch of people, and he's saying it's a party or it's a festival. I absolutely love that. He's insane, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And the final part of my notes, because obviously this has never been made into Power Rangers, so I don't have to worry about any of that. I believe this is the first time that a new series Gatai, or Megazord, for those of us who grew up on Power Rangers, it's just an all-encompassing thing. There's a Megazord, there's a Megazord, there's a Super Megazord, there's an Ultra Megazord. Megazord just seems to... it's a nice word. I grew up on Power Rangers. It's a Megazord. Even if they all have proper names. I think Don Oni Taijin, I think that one was. It's been a while since I've seen it in an episode. But yeah, I think that was Don Oni Taijin. And I got to say, I ordered that, I think, in 24. Got those 3 guys for free with it. Because I ordered him. And then there was an earthquake. And then there was a bunch of storms. So it was about 2 months before he was even shipped. So they just gave me those 3 for free. So I'm like, okay, thank you. I wasn't going to complain because I can't control, earthquakes and weather. But, yep, I'll take a few free figures. But yeah, so this is the first time where the mecha from this season, being Don Momotaro's motorbike, combines with a mecha from the previous season. In this case, being Duran, who was the Red Ranger in Zenkaija, but also he became half of like the mecha in that. So the mecha Joan Garon or the Duran Majin, I think he paired with, or the massive one with the gun ship in the middle. So it is on my list of stuff to get. I just don't have it yet. I'd love to have that one just as a little aside, because it wouldn't be anywhere near as big as that. It'd be about half the size, maybe 2/3 the size. But yeah, I'd love to have that one as well. But at the moment, I've got the Ryu Soldier 5 Warrior coming from Japan. I want to get the Tokyo Changer next. At some point this year, I really want to try and get my hands on an Osha Caliber. So maybe after that? I don't know. I don't know. Lots of things planned, lots of videos planned, so just have to see how things go. Obviously, hopefully this will expand into a whole series of 50 episodes of me covering Don Brothers, but at the moment, I just need to see what videos are popular, what videos of the series you guys want me to carry on with now that Gojuju is finished. So, vote with your likes, vote with your watches, and vote in the comments. Just say, I want to see this one. I really like this series. Let me know what you guys want me to do next, because at the end of the day, there's no point me picking a series that you guys aren't going to want to watch. So I'm making a bunch of videos to see which ones are the series that I really like and I really want to do that aren't too close to the classic stuff that I was doing before, because I'm obviously working my way through from Ranger onwards. Let me know. I'm picking series I like and I want to do. You guys let me know which ones you really want me to do in the comments, out of the ones that I'm bringing out, and whichever one seems to be the most popular is the one that I'm going to focus on first. Because with no new Sentai, I can at least try and catch up. Somehow. I'll see you guys next time.